We will continue on with our next coach from Tulsa, head coach Frank Haith. The Golden Hurricane are the number 7 seed in the American Athletic Conference tournament. They will face off against number 10 SMU in the third first-round game at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Coach Haith, tell us a little bit about Tulsa heading into the tournament.
Thank you. Obviously, we had a tough one the other night, Saturday night against Memphis. I thought we played tough, competed very hard, wasn't able to make enough shots to get over the hump there. Obviously, I think, DeQuan and Tap set a lot of that game. I look at the end of that ball game, both those guys were in foul trouble most of the game. But I thought in that environment with the 5 seniors, playing a veteran team like Memphis, as good as they are in their home court, I was really encouraged how we competed. But we're looking forward to getting back to the tournament, postseason tournament, and competing back on the same court we just played on.
Thank you very much, Coach. A reminder to our media members, *1 on your keypad to ask a question of Coach Haith. And, Coach, you just touched upon it that you just played in FedEx Forum against Memphis. Do you think that there's something to playing on the court and arena that you will now be in for the entire tournament?
Well, I do, as looking back on it, obviously, when you get in a tournament setting, I know last year, getting a first-round bye, you didn't have much time to get used to the surroundings, and we didn't shoot the ball well, but I do hope that pays dividends, that we, the fact that we just left there and that we can, we're definitely familiar with the surroundings, the depth perception, playing in the NBA arena and all that stuff, and we have a good feel for it come Thursday night.
Thank you, Coach. At this time, we'll now open it up to questions from the media.
We'll now take a question from Kelly Hines with Tulsa World.
Frank, since you played SMU in January, your team has gotten a lot better in rebounding, and that was pretty significant in that game, how SMU was able to dominate on the boards. How important is y'all's performance in that regard this time around?
Extremely important. I think they were plus 16 in that ball game, and obviously we played that game after the tough loss we had here against Cincinnati on that Thursday night. And that was a quick turnaround game. We played them Saturday afternoon, and they really dominated the glass. And McMurray and Jaguar, Ethan both hit some tough threes, and we weren't quite right in that ball game. But we know the main thing that they hurt us on is the lob ball turnovers and the rebounding aspect, and we've gotten much better since that ball game, rebounding the basketball, and we'll have to do a great job Thursday night to have success against SMU. If we want to advance in the tournaments, we're going to have to rebound the ball for sure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take our next question from Don Wade with Daily Memphin.
Yeah, Frank, just curious if the atmosphere, the crowd that you guys played in front of this last weekend in Memphis is the best you've seen this season, and to what degree do you think that gives them a chance to maybe to win a game or two in this tournament that, just based on regular season standings, they wouldn't be favored to win?
Well, it was an outstanding crowd. They were very, very loud and supportive of their team. I think it's a tremendous advantage for Memphis. There's no question about it. When you play in a conference tournament and Memphis has, their crowd support, they're going to have 95% of the crowd every time they lace them up. And, plus they get to sleep in their own beds and the comfortability of that. So it's definitely a tremendous advantage for them. And they've played very, very well at home too. So, but the crowd was energetic and, and I think it probably gave Memphis a little spurn in our game. We made a run and got right back into it. And I think their energy in that building lifted them in our game just recently. So there's no question it's a tremendous advantage for Memphis.
And Coach Haith, can you talk a little bit about your matchup against the SMU Mustangs and the challenges that Coach Jankovic's team poses for yours?
Well, I watched them. Obviously, they're back more healthy. Witt played yesterday. They had all their guys back, and they are very good offensively in terms of they can pass. They all can shoot. They present a difficult matchup from that standpoint. I think SMU's had some injuries all year, and when they're healthy, I think they're as good as anybody in this league. So we now look at their team being back healthy and having most of their guys back on the court, and we'll have to play very well to have success against them for sure.
Thank you very much, Coach. We appreciate the time, and we will see you in Memphis later this week.
Thank you.